Hi there, Cher Johnson here. I want to show you another book. This one is Stunning Stitches for Crazy Quilts, Kathy Seaman Shaw. I don't remember when I got this, but I got it quite a while ago. And I did check to make sure that you can still get it. And you can. And I discovered something else today. I'm just leafing through this because this is just the usual, every book has sections about needles and threads and, blah, blah, blah. Now, this one has a whole section about creating and using stitch templates. Now, I have other templates that came from this book, which I've shown before on my channel that I use. And I have said, it'd be nice if you could buy just the stitch templates. And this book has, it says in here, blah, 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 you can, the templates for this book are available commercially. And I looked and I checked, and they're like $30. Might as well just buy the book. So you can have, if you had this book, you could, I guess you're supposed to cut this out, or you could trace these onto like a regular piece of paper. I think these are a little bit too big for my taste. Now, there's one here. This one here, I made my own template. Should have gotten this out first. If I can even find it. All right. Oh, here we go. I have some templates that I made myself. I made this from the other templates that I have. This is a Cretan stitch template and herringbone stitch templates. And I may have made these from something like this. Whoops, not this. But basically, I used to use graph paper. You can see here, I used to use graph paper to make my patterns. Here's some more that I made. This one I still use. I use it a lot because I like the big and then small and then big and then small, like this one here. But mine is not, you can see it's not nearly that big. These are pretty big. Anyways, back to the book. So then she goes over all the embroidery stitches. And for crazy quilt stitches, you use base seams, right? And she goes over all the base seams and how you do them. And then she talks about combination embroidery stitches, backstitch, bullion stitch, detached chain stitch, French knot, loop stitch, ribbon stitch, running stitch, stem stitch. We've done all these on my channel before. And then creating flowers, and then creating spiders and objects. She does a heart with like all these different stitches, but they're a little bit bigger than the hearts that we do. And fans. I like this one. I might do one of those. And then she says prongs. I like this. I like that a lot. Like it a lot. Then there's this whole gallery of different combination stitches that can be used in crazy quilting. Now, I don't do a lot of crazy quilting per se, but I love the crazy quilting stitches. So then there's 480 seam designs. So these, there's not pictures, but there's designs, and she tells you how you do them. There's a whole section based on blanket stitch. All those are based on blanket stitch. Then, oh yeah, these are all still blanket stitch. Then a chevron stitch. Now, I swear this is not a chevron with the tops like that. I think it's called something else, but I can't. I'll look it up. But she calls it a chevron stitch. But basically, yeah. And maybe it's just like, here's a Cretan stitch. Maybe it's like the lady I saw on Instagram the other day who was saying, sorry, she said, I don't eat condiments like mayonnaise, ketchup, and custard. And then she stopped and she went, ketchup? Ketchup. And then she said it a few times. And then she had to go to the refrigerator and come back and she went, ketchup. Oh my gosh. So funny. I've never done that before. Okay, then there's these feather stitch based seam herringbone and straight stitch. Now, these are based on her stitch templates. This one is like an X. And then this one is like a, what do you call it? An arrow stitch. I like this. Ooh, I'm going to do that with a herringbone stitch. Or that one that I keep trying to say it's not a Cretan stitch. That one's nice. I like the hearts. Anyways, and I did something like this. I like this. I like that. Anyways, there's the author. So you can get this on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description below for you to find it. Now, I did find the stitch guides. I'll leave the information in the description below if you'd like to go and just buy the stitch guides. But you know what I would do? I think it'd be cheaper, it'd be less expensive to just buy the book and then make up your own templates like this. Like this is that's a nice size for a herringbone stitch. That's a good size for a feather stitch, although I often like them smaller than that. And I have my own, I think I did this with a, let's see, yep, this is what I did. Yeah, no, you could do that. Just get a graph paper and poke a hole on each point of the graph paper. You could take a piece of graph paper and put wax paper over it to make it a little translucent, and then poke holes in it. That'd be cool. Anyway, there we go. There's the book. Thanks for watching. Bye.